RBC Canadian Open, final round, St. George's Golf and Country Club in Toronto. Tony Finau, Rory McIlroy tied for the lead entering Sunday at 11 under. And Rory seeking back-to-back wins. Canadian, last time it was played was 2019, but he did win that one. And on the par 3-6, second shot from 31 feet out. Yeah! All right, birdie. Gets him to 14 under. Rory pumped off to a great start. Meanwhile, Justin Thomas seeking his second PGA Tour win this season. 9 under entering the fourth round, paired with McIlroy and Finau. Threesomes, not pairings here. And 90 feet from the green on the par 5 11th, gets it within 4 feet, would tap in for birdie to get him to 16 under. And then, despite the pressure of other guys playing well, Rory kept it going on 12, 39 feet out. 39 feet out, like it had a magnet. Yeah, gets him to 19 under, his 8th birdie of the day, 4th in a row. But not all smooth sailing for Roars, following bogeys on 13 and 16. McIlroy would be tied with Thomas heading to 17. But then JT gives Rory a gift on the tee shot. Hooking it to the right. Thomas obviously not happy about it, into the rough, into bogeying the hole. Inopportune. So, could Rory take advantage? Remember again, threesome, so they're playing together here. And on 17, McIlroy 128. And 128 becomes less than 2. How? Like that. Rolling, rolling, rolling. He'd tap in for birdie, so Rory back to 18 under. That'd give him a 2-stroke lead heading to 18. And on 18, McIlroy. Second shot, 145 out. Looking on. Ooh. That gets, that means everybody else is going to have 2 chances, Slim and none, and Slim is packing up to leave town. Rory's looking good. Tony Finau, meanwhile, on 18, at least gives you a bid here, 42 feet out. You're like, that's not going to make the hole. It's not moving fast enough. Well, again, it's going downhill, so it's moving faster, 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 and yes, it is. That gets him within 1 stroke of Roars. But in the end, too little, too late. All eyes on Rory, the kid from Hollywood, Northern Ireland, a.k.a. the other Hollywood, from 4 feet out. Yep. There you go. Buckets. 19 under. Gets you a win. The RBC Canadian. He is the back-to-back RBC Canadian Open champion. Remember, they haven't played for 2 years, so he won in 2019 and then in 2022. And that is a defense of title. His first one ever. That's right. First time he's ever won the same tournament back-to-back. So congratulations to Rory, gets it done. Justin Thomas, Tony Finau, Justin Rose, you see big names right there. It was a good leaderboard, an exciting tournament, and off his win. Here's Rory with Amanda Renner.
Rory, on a week where you have emphasized how important it is for you to play against the world's best, what does this win in this scene mean to you?
Yeah, it's incredible. Playing with Tony and JT today, 2 of the top players in the world, and all of us playing the way we did. I mean, I think the worst score of the group was, 6 under par. Yeah, this is a day I'll remember for a long, long time. 21st PGA Tour win, one more than someone else. That gave me a little bit of extra incentive today, and happy to get it done.
We have seen a more intense Rory McIlroy on the course, and we've seen that really pay off, especially today, that front 929. You came out hot. Can you take us through the work that you've been doing behind the scenes and where that mentality has come from?
Yeah, I think after COVID and everything, I just needed a complete reset. Sort of rededicated myself to the game a little bit, sort of realized what made me happy, and this makes me happy. So just put the work in. I've got a great team around me, and they're behind me 100%, and it makes it easier for me to just go and do things like I just did today.
Since 1952, just the 3rd player to successfully defend his title here. Congratulations.
All right, Justin Thomas with a very interesting tweet. And you could see, guys on the PGA Tour, hey, we're pretty good too, and we got some names. He says, what a week. That's what we play. And that's what we play on the PGA Tour. Got to battle against one of the best today and got out-dueled, but not without a fight. Congrats to Rory McIlroy on his 21st win, an amazing finish. Can't wait for the U.S. Open. So you can see the guys of the PGA Tour kind of like, hey, Don't forget about us. We're pretty good too, and they certainly are. Let's get Kyle Porter into the mix and find out what's what. Rory McIlroy. At any point did you think that somebody else was the favorite in this tournament? Even when it got tied, I just sort of felt like he was going to find a way. What did you think of Rory's performance today?
Yeah, I thought so. I mean, you got in 29 on the front nine and then birdie the first 3 on the back. You've taken hold of the tournament, and it faded a little bit at the end there, but he really kind of closed it out in style with those 2 birdies on 17 and 18. He had 125 in on 17. And then I don't know what his yardage was on 18, but it was super impressive. This is from earlier in his round. This was on, I believe, number 6. He pitches in here. And, there's a lot of moments from Rory wins where you can tell he's got it going early on because he'll hit a long putt, he'll pitch in, he'll chip in from somewhere. And it just kind of feels like his day. And that, to me, EK, is kind of what it felt like all day, especially when he's got his wedges going like this. It's very difficult to beat Rory McIlroy. Yeah,
Rory McIlroy, Justin Thomas, Justin Rose, all in a shoot nothing, go low. Here we have it. Kind of great, exciting, close tournament. How important was it for the PGA Tour to have big names playing well in a competitive tournament this particular week?
It's a great question. I don't know that long-term it's super important because at the end of the day, if LIV Golf, this rival golf league, is offering a player $100 million to come play, I don't know that they are referencing the Rory McIlroy, Justin Thomas shootout at the Canadian Open, right? But I do think it was emblematic of the solidarity that the top players on the tour are showing. The Rorys and JTs, as you see here, those are, you could argue, EK, those are the 2 most important guys for the PGA Tour to retain, to not let go over to LIV Golf. And so I think it was, if you're Jay Monahan, you couldn't have drawn it up any better. That those were your 2 guys that were in the final group on the same week that LIV Golf launched, playing in the final pairing on a Sunday, duking it out for the Canadian Open win. So I do think it was emblematic of like, hey, these guys are here to stay. They're not going anywhere. But I don't know that it's going to stem the tide, so to speak, from future defectors to LIV Golf.
All right. I'm just saying, as a fan of this game and of this tour, it was nice to be reminded that they have some really great star power who can thrill you by carding very low Sundays and making this in a very exciting event. That was sort of what it was for me. It was just sort of we got some guys too. Check it out. Anyway, I checked out Justin Rose getting a 60, flirting with history. Sometimes you shoot a 60 and you feel like, wow, that was absolutely the best I could do. And sometimes you shoot a 60 and you're like, I actually left a shot or 2 out there. How should Justin Rose, how do you feel about this really great round of 60 that he put up?
Well, 60 is incredible. It's incredible for me for 9 holes, much less for a professional for 18. But, listen, he shot 60 with 2 bogeys there, and he bogeyed the last. Justin Ray of the 21st group said on Twitter that this is the first time the first time since 1990, since hole-by-hole stats have been kept, that somebody shot 60 on the PGA Tour and bogeyed the last hole. So nobody has gone to the last hole needing a par for 59 and not gotten it. So Rose has to feel a little bit let down by that. Wouldn't have meant that he went on to win the golf tournament, but for a pro to go out and make par on a hole to shoot 59 and then to not do it has to feel like kind of a bummer.
All right. Now, let's get to the perfect fit presented by Bonobos. And for that, we're going to look ahead to next week's U.S. Open. Kyle, who's your perfect fit for the U.S. Open in Brookline?
Yeah, this is tough for me, EK, but I'm going to go with Jon Rahm. Jon Rahm, obviously he won the U.S. Open last year at Torrey Pines. He's coming into Brookline, not playing quite as good a golf as he was last year, but he's coming off a 10th place finish at Memorial. And the big thing, the reason I think he's a perfect fit for Brookline and specifically for U.S. Open is we've seen the USGA, EK, over the last 10 years really kind of go to a template for all the courses that they go to. They got the high rough, they've got this big brawniness to their courses, and we've seen guys that just drive the golf ball really far win these tournaments. It was Rahm last year, it was Bryson the year before that, it was Gary Woodland, it's been Brooks Koepka. There's only like 8 guys that can go out and win U.S. Opens. Now maybe that setup is different this year. I'm not to Brookline yet. I'm going next week. We haven't seen the course setup yet, but if the setup is the same as it's been in recent years, I think Rahm has as good a chance as any of those 8 guys who are the only ones that are going to have a chance to win the tournament to win for the 2nd year in a row.
Yeah, being long and strong enough ain't going to be the problem for the Spaniard. This kid can absolutely fill it. And, hey, maybe you're onto something. We just had the 2nd straight, Rory's won 2 straight Canadians, although there was a 2-year gap where they didn't play. And now maybe we get a U.S. Open repeat winner, as you just said. Kyle Porter, well done. Appreciate your knowledge. All right, and you want more Kyle, you need more Kyle, we have more Kyle. And the rest of our great family of golf guys getting it done. First Cut, part of our great CBS Family Sports podcast. You download, you subscribe, you enjoy.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.